Am I the asshole for telling my wife we either share our lotto winnings or we separate and I get half anyway, baby? My wife and I are extremely fortunate to have won a decent amount of money from Lotto recently. It wasn't the top prize, but it was enough to pay off our sizable mortgage and still have some left over for vacations. The mortgage was by far our biggest weekly cost, and with that gone, we could both comfortably cut our hours back at work to only school hours and spend some more time with our kids. This was always a daydream we spoke about when we bought lotto tickets. I assumed this is what we will both do. Sounds like you'll assume wrong, my brother. When we got the money and paid off our house, everything almost immediately turned bad. My wife started talking about how amazing it would be to finally not have to work anymore, and I was blindsided by this. Even with the mortgage gone, we would still have to work at least school hours to keep our current standard of living, and on my salary alone, things would be tight. I asked if she was serious, and she said, of course, it was her ticket, and she gets to decide. This is BS because we both bought lotto tickets before, and when we moved in together, we only bought one because two seemed like a waste of money. I tried to reason with her, say she could use some of the extra money to take some unpaid leave here and there, but she needs to keep her job. And when I said, if I'm only working school hours, she absolutely flipped and started accusing me of being a gold digger and ruining this for her. That's crazy to reverse Uno card on you. She talked about how she deserved it after working so much of her life, etc. I asked her for a pause because I was honestly afraid. She's never been like this before. You know what they say, money can change people or just show you who they really are. The next few days, we tried to have this conversation again, but she didn't budge an inch. And when she said, well, it doesn't matter now because I'm putting in my notice at work, I lost it and told her I'm not going through with this. If she's not going to share the winnings, which is under both our names, I'll divorce her and get half through the house and therefore half the winnings anyway. This started another screaming match where she continued to call me a gold digger. I'm absolutely exhausted and lost. I feel like my wife has been replaced by an imposter. I would have preferred not winning if I knew this was going to happen. Well, that's life. Most of the time, we don't know what's going to happen, and a lot of times we are surprised by what happens. I want to say I'm surprised by this, but I'm kind of not, because like I said, money changes people. My suggestion, try to work it out. Sounds like you did. If you can't, maybe divorce is the only option. But I don't think you're the asshole in this situation.